Have you ever had an argument and regretted it? Have you ever been unkind with your words to the person you love? Well, if you're watching this, your answer's likely yes. So when was the last time? Was it this morning? Was it last night? Was it last week? And what was the outcome? As we uncovered last week, the price of anything is the amount of life you pay for it. So how much did you pay for your last argument? Are you still paying the price? And then what did you gain? What did you get in return? Was there any gain at all? Have you ever stopped and thought about this? Arguing just doesn't work. It's a poison. It harms your partner, it harms your relationship, and therefore it harms you too. It's a self-defeating way to try and get our needs met. It's pointless. It's actually worse than pointless, really, because ongoing arguments kill relationships. And when there are kids involved, ongoing argument can lead to generational trauma. The costs built up over time can be huge. So why do we continually do something that costs ourselves and the people we love and our relationships so much and gives us so little gain in return? Well, arguing is seemingly so endemic that we don't know how to live without it. I honestly think we just don't know how to stop. And many of us don't even think it's possible. As a counsellor, as a coach, a social worker and a mediator, for 30 years I've worked with people living with the trauma caused by arguments in their intimate relationships. Arguments often sparked by seemingly irrelevant small stuff or things they can't even remember. Sometimes people even end up arguing about arguing. Today I want to expose 3 myths, the 3 most common false beliefs about arguing in relationships. I hear these every week, and these beliefs limit people and keep them stuck in argument. Which of these 3 do you recognise? Do you recognise them all? Because if you want to stop arguments in your relationship, you have to improve your belief set as well as your skill set. Now, this video is all about belief set, but please watch to the end and to learn about a free guide to increase your skill set as well. Okay, the number 1 false belief I hear every week. Now, so much so that your thoughts might have already beaten me to it in the minutes since you've been watching this video. And that is that arguing is inevitable and it's an important part of any intimate relationship. Now, this is false. This couldn't be further from the truth. It's conflict and disagreement that are bound to happen in relationships. These are inevitable. These are important. How we choose to deal with and manage the conflicts and disagreements, though, that's up to us. And arguing to attempt to resolve a conflict or a disagreement, it's not inevitable. It's not inevitable. It's not essential. It's not helpful. Arguing just doesn't have to happen. A relationship with conflict and disagreement, but without argument, is absolutely possible. We just need to believe this is true. We need to want it, we need to gain the know-how, and we need to put in the work. Now, I'm not talking about avoiding your conflicts and disagreements here. I think we all need to get better at opening up and walking towards our conflicts and disagreements, but in a healthy way. And it's engaging in difficult conversations, not arguments. This is an important part of any intimate relationship. These skills, these difficult conversation skills, they're some of the most important and essential skills we can learn. And this is a massive passion of mine, helping people master difficult conversations. In the weeks to come, I'll be uploading more videos on this. I look forward to sharing with you. Okay, number 2. But Simon, I can't stop arguing. I've tried. I'm not good at communicating. Again, this is a false belief. If this is a belief of yours, then maybe arguing is one of your communication strengths. Maybe it's something that you've had a lot of practice at, that you've done a lot in your life. Maybe it's what your parents modelled to you over the years when you were a kid. And you're right, maybe nothing you've tried so far has worked. All this could be true. But the belief that you can't change, it just won't happen for you, I really call nonsense on this. For over 30 years, I've worked with people from different cultures, different socioeconomics and educational backgrounds, and I'm yet to meet a person who can't change. Again, you need to believe it's possible, you need to want it, and then you need to know how and put in the effort. We are all capable, every single one of us. We are all capable of improving the way we communicate. We're all capable of improving the way we go about being in conflict. We just weren't born with these knowledge and skills, and we weren't taught them at school. But we do all add new experiences to ourselves that change us in small and sometimes large ways every day. And my huge hope is that this channel, that these videos, that they're part of helping you with this. No person ever walks through the same river twice, because it's not the same river and it's not the same person. Now, I talk further about change in the 4th video that I released on this channel on the 1 vital skill required to improve any relationship. The link is in the description below. It'll also appear on screen at the end of the video. Okay, the 3rd most common false belief I hear is, okay, Simon, but even if I change, my partner won't. There's no point. This belief is so common that maybe your thoughts beat me here again. The truth is, arguments happen in relationships, not in people. They require at least 2 people to occur. When one person changes the way they engage in an argument, half the argument changes. And when half of any whole changes, the whole changes. It cannot stay the same. Now, recently I was at the very beginning of working with a couple, and I received the following text. I love this. And it said, "Thank you for working with me and John. I don't know what you said to him, but he started being kind again." Now, this was sent by John's partner, Pam. I've changed their names. And I received this 1 week after I had an individual session scheduled with both of them. What I love about this is I hadn't met with John yet. The planned session with John got cancelled at the last minute. And obviously Pam was unaware of this at the time, because when I'd received the text, I'd only met with her. And I only worked with her, and I only worked with her on what she could do differently. And then her changes created a positive ripple throughout the relationship and altered John's behaviour towards her, or her perception of John's behaviour towards her. Either way, please never underestimate the change one person in a relationship system can create. Now, it's easier to understand this when looking outward at your partner. If you've ever thought to yourself, and I think we all have, if only he would stop doing that, or if only she would start doing this, then that's really a recognition that if only your partner would change, then your relationship would also in some way be changed. If that's true, the same then must be true in reverse. If you change, you can create change in your relationship. Now, for a deep dive into understanding this further, how one person can create change, please check out the 2nd video I released on the channel titled "Want a Relationship Reset?" Again, the link is in the description below. It'll also appear on screen at the end of the video. So what now? How does this relate to you and your relationship? Well, if you want to minimize, better manage, and stop arguments in your relationship, this is possible. Again, a relationship with disagreements and conflict, but without argument, is absolutely possible. You need to believe it, you need to want it, you need to gain the know-how and put in the work. You have to improve your belief set and your skill set. And if you don't fully believe this yet, but you do want it, then often the gaining the know-how and putting in the effort can also help shift those beliefs. Either way, the next step is gaining the know-how, upping your skill set. I've created a free guide to help you on the way. This guide will help you increase what I call your argument IQ. A lot of work's been put into this guide. A lot of years of experience have gone into it. I really want to help you level up. Please read it. Take it all in. It's an investment in your relationship. My other hope is you also begin to experience this channel and these weekly videos as another worthwhile investment in your relationship. Something to look forward to every week. Share this out to those that you love. Let's all level up. Have a truly stunning week, and always be kind to yourself out there.